Switching to systematic sample. The first step is that we decide on sample size, the lowercase n. Then we divide the frame of n individuals into groups of k individuals. Then randomly select one individual from the first group, and then select every kth individual thereafter. The next type of probability samples is stratified sample. For sampling, we first divide elements of a population into homogeneous subgroups, which is called strata. Then later, a simple random sample is selected from each subgroup with a sample size proportional to strata size. The main advantage of this method is that one can obtain estimates on population parameters for subgroups. This is a common technique for sampling populations of voters. The last type of probability samples is cluster sample. For sampling, first population is divided into several clusters, each representative of the population, and then later a simple random sample of clusters is selected. The key advantage is that each cluster provides a good representation of the whole population. In brief, simple random sample and systematic samples are simple to use, but may not be a good representation of the population's underlying characteristics. Stratified sample and cluster sample are better. There are errors to watch out for in surveys. The coverage error or selection bias exists if some groups are excluded from the frame. Non-response error or bias happens when people who do not respond may be different from those who do respond. Sampling error exists as variation from sample to sample will always exist. Measurement error is due to the weakness in question design, respondent error, and interviewer's effect on the respondent.